Okay, well, today's the day Trump is going to bomb everybody, I guess, and nuke Iran. So I'm in New York. I am in upstate New York. I'm 210 miles from Manhattan, where I lived for 12, 13 years. This is the end of America, and I am in the strong. This is Israel's start to take over territory here in the States, just like they're doing in Gaza, just like they're doing in Lebanon right now. So if you see my other videos, I'm going to release this on Facebook because I have to. I can't put any more videos on YouTube. But I do on my YouTube channel put playlists together with videos that you should watch if you want to know what's going on. This is a poem that I wrote when New York State, I am the most wanted, the most dangerous man in Washington County, New York. Me. I had 22 count indictment for weapons that I bought legally in 2007 and 2006 and 2008, but became illegal in 2012 with the SAFE Act. So I had 22 felony counts on me or something like that. But you see, the problem is that they have everyone in New York State under a spell. Right now, if you were to watch the regular news here, which is Spectrum, you would have no idea that we are in dire situation. The brainwashing is extreme. The subversion is out of control in New York State, and it's coming to a state near you. New York State is the highest population of Jewish people. New Jersey is the second state with the highest population of Jersey people. And if you look at these two states, they are controlled. Government's controlled by them. The medical field is controlled by them everywhere. Education as well in New York State. They own all the DA's office, even this far up. I mean, the DA's office here is controlled by Jewish people. All you have to do, it might not be the one person, but there's always a Jewish person behind there. There's always an Israeli behind there, because the dual U.S. Israeli citizens are everywhere in our government, federal, state, and now even local. You'll find it. You won't find it here yet, but they're working on it. But right now they're taking over the land. They're going to take over places in New York City. They're already trying to do this, evict people that own property with law. Law is the number one vehicle for Satan and his crew. So here's a poem that I wrote when they sent me to Mid-Hudson Forensic Society. This is where they send the mass murderers that are crazy, and it's filled with Jewish people that are schizophrenic. I've slept in rooms with a bunch of Jewish guys that pee their beds at night, and they have to be changed because the inbreeding is so bad with these people that schizophrenia is right on. It's very close. It's the highest population, or the highest percentage of breeded humans that have this genetic defect. So here's a poem that I wrote when I spent my month in with these people that wanted nothing more than me to die there. I called it the drug cart ceremony, which is the main function. The drug cart ceremony. Twice a day, the room is completely silenced. The television is off, and all are seated with no talking aloud. It is a holy medication time, the main function of the madness here. Nothing is more important than the dispensing of drugs to the convicted or not. They are all guilty. Violent minds are presumed and assumed in all men here. Some will never leave this place, the lost, the forgotten about men, mainly due to no money, family, or friends. Now, wards of the state, to experiment, sedate, and evaluate, to march around in two lines to feed, two groups, and to pass the time until the next drug cart ceremony comes to further erode the minds. Written by William R. Donaldson, Ward 33 at Mid-Hudson Forensic Psychiatric Center in New York State. There you have it. Sorry for my reading. I'm highly dyslexic. I can barely read at all. So I just memorize words. And to read out loud is very, very difficult for me. So there's one, I've written many poems there. Many, whatever you want to call them. I also left with the manual. Okay, so, and I also have the schedules that are supposed to be schedules of classes that you can go to, but many of them are just on the schedule list, so they can charge federal government. New York State can charge federal government for classes that no one goes to anyway. We're not allowed to go to them. So I have all the paperwork, and I have multiple copies, so don't come here and drone me, because you already got drones flying around out here watching me. So, you know, this is the end of America. So to the point of what I started this for, I'm winging this. No one is telling me the truth that we've already been captured. Our presidency has been captured by a foreign government, Israel. Israel's already captured our Senate, the Congress, the Senate, both sides, Democrats and Republicans. There's no difference anymore. They've both been captured. That's why nothing gets done. That's why nothing gets done at a local level, because you have subcommittees and committees about economics that these people on the committees, most of them are retired government workers, so they've already been vetted by Israel to be in that position first off, and they have never built anything. So you have all these people talking about things and nothing gets done. And people like me that actually build things, we can't build things because they hunt people like me down. And that's why I still don't have a license in New York State after 10 years. The other thing is, I mean, you can look at the Israel lobby and how Israel, the foreign occupying nation that is in control of our government right now, look at the ambassador to France. He is Trump's son-in-law's father, who was charged with a felony in New Jersey because he sent a prostitute to his daughter's husband to get him to cheat on his daughter. Because this is what they do. Because she wouldn't sign some real estate. You know, the guy, you can look this up. This is online. There's been posting about it. The guy Republican from New Jersey talked about it. I can't think of his name right now. But I'm just winging this. So the plan is this. Here's the plan. 25 to 50% of Americans will be dead in 12 months. Because even if Trump goes through with bombing the hell and killing these military people, which that's what he's doing for a sacrifice for the gods of Armageddon that Israel wants to happen right now. This is it. This is their last chance. They know it, so they're going all gung-ho. They're going to sacrifice those people. Even with that sacrifice, there's still going to be 50% of Americans will starve. Because of oil, they're going to turn off the power, just like they turned off the power. Somehow, my father lives in Poultney, Vermont. And my brother happens to be the pseudo-mayor of Poultney, Vermont. He's the executive administrator. The power went off there for 4 to 5 hours. Shortly after I released the video on Facebook about how Vermont is a different country. So if you look at who really controls the power in all these data center situations that are straining the power grids, okay, this is all planned because AI is a bubble. Complete bubble. I am a software developer. That's what I do. I've been doing it professionally for 33 years. I've been developing software probably over 40 years. It's one of the things I do. I do many things, but I do this pretty well. I have a GitHub repository. You can go look at my code. It's been, anyways, I know what this whole AI thing is. I looked at the code a little bit that was released, just enough to get an understanding of how erratic it looks, unstructured. So I'm sure it's way worse than that. And I just got a snippet look at what was going on there. So that guy from Anthropics, I don't know what his name is, but he looks like he's about ready to schizo out. So, and then this other, the open AI guy, I mean, come on, he's a con artist. Anyone can see this. And Elon Musk is the biggest con artist of all. So I don't know what they're selling you, but you guys are buying it up. You're buying the Kool-Aid, and they're loving it, and they're going to keep on pumping it. So here's the other reason that I'm online now. So today, I'm not online. This is going to go up. I have not been touched one of these things right here since I released the last video. I think it was March 26th. So today is the 7th, I believe. And I have not been on a computer. I haven't done anything on these computers yet. And I have not turned this on since I sent that last one out. So, winging this. This makes you a slave. You are already a slave. You've been a slave. If you can't put this down for 24 hours and leave at home and go to work, you're a slave. They track you. They know everything about you. They're listening to you. They're listening to you when you're sleeping. They're listening to you when you're in your bathroom. Everything is being recorded. And you keep on saying, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to do anything. Well, maybe someday you might. Now they have a whole Truman life of you stored somewhere in a data center. That's what these data centers are for. It's not for you. It's to surveil you. So I'm going to have to turn this on and come back to your world now, this madness world. Negativity. This is what they want. Don't bother responding to any of my videos because I don't even look. I don't care. And I know nothing more than what I'm read. You know, I put stuff together. I've lived alone for at least 10 years with the animals without this thing on pinging at me all the time. Okay? So they want your attention. They want to disrupt your ability to concentrate and focus on anything. And that's why they make this interface very easy to use. You are the product here. There is nothing that they're trying to sell you. Those ads they pop up, even though they're annoying, is what the purpose of those ads are, is to disrupt your concentration so you can never put things together. And they don't care if you buy it. Great if you buy it. But this is where they're going. They want you so detached and they want you so broke that when this hits, and it's coming, and they're going to turn off the power, and food is going to be very, very hard to come by. So they're hoping that 50% of you guys will die in 12 months because it's a lot easier to take your houses when they don't have to blow it up. So my thinking is, and I'm making this from looking and evaluating data, and that's what I've been doing for the last 33 years, is evaluating data. So I've been evaluating data, and I think the plan is they are hoping that whatever you guys will forget about this, and there's going to be no power. There's going to be shortages of power because of these data centers that they put into your head. All this money is going to go. They're going to put this is in 2008. They're going to put it on your back. You're already broke. You're a slave. Americans are slaves. You're a slave to this. This is one way they have you. And the other thing, they have you financially a slave. Follow the money. Follow that money. Who is loaning you that money? It will go back to someone with U.S. Israeli citizenship. I promise you 75% of it will. So what they do is the DA's offices here in New York are rounding up all of the creative people and putting them in jail. And how they do that is through feminism, is through women. I mean, you might as well call the DA's office the pimp's office, because that's what it is. There was a girl here, a woman here, that because I had no license, you become very vulnerable, and when you have 65 head of cattle and you got no license and you're selling beef down in Brooklyn, you kind of need help. So this woman took me for a whole bunch of stuff, had me arrested. It turns out she's had 18 other people arrested in the same county, 18 other men. And another thing, there is no more of a better person, more creative a person than people in jail. They're cool, they're creative, they're doing things. That's why they're in jail. Most of them. Some of them are bad. But a lot of people are not bad people in jail. They're in there because a woman says they did something to piss her off. That's it. That's all I gotta say. So they're gonna kill 50% of you is what the plan is. They'll take 25 if that's what it takes. That's a good start. Empty houses. This whole thing is a bubble. AI is a bubble. Is junk. Absolute garbage. And that's why they push learn to code. Because they want people that aren't developers to become developers and use their laid out structure of development for them to have better control of. And that's the other thing is with these phones. They have you all the way. That's all I have to say. And if Trump does this, if he nukes them, Armageddon's on, and they are coming for a state near you. They already have New York State. They got New Jersey right down the road. And obviously they got something going on in Vermont. If you watch the beginning of Super Troopers, listen to the words. When I post clips on my playlist, it's for the words, not for everything. You have to think big, conceptual, bigger. The world is a big place. There are 3 days going on simultaneously in the world. Right now, there are 3 different days going on in this world. I don't even know how many time zones. I don't know, many time zones. A lot of things going on right here. The whole moon thing, I mean, come on. That's all they show on Spectrum TV here. It's ridiculous. So I have to go back online now because I have to upload some software that I've developed here. And that's all I have to say. So I'm sorry if I offended you, but that's what they want. Try to be positive. Be positive to your fellow man. These people want your land. They are not your friends. They hate you. And they will say that. They call you Goyim. And everything in college that you go through with college, when you go to a fraternity, they are vetting you. All these big colleges, there are people with dual U.S.-Israeli citizenship that are watching over fraternities to see who gets in and who doesn't. That's what the hazing thing is. That's what the rituals are. That's what the demoralization rituals are. They want you to be demoralized. What do you think all the lines are at the airport? This is demoralization, to see how much they can take. They love it. They love to make fun of you right in your faces. They love it. So I'm sure they're going to want to kill me. I know that already. So, I mean, if they do, I don't care. I'm a Catholic. I'm good with God, okay? So this is what I just read to you. And, you know, I'll try to upload it if they don't totally kill me before then. And I don't know. Trust in the Lord is all I can say. And they're taking everything away from you. The only reason they're not smarter than you, well, some of them are, but they're more organized. They live in their own community. If you get 3 white guys together that aren't drinking, gambling, or I don't know, hunting, then that's that is white supremacist, you know. These guys have whole communities. They go on the Catskills. They used to go up and have whole communities up there. They still do. They all live together. They don't want anything to do with you. They're like Amish, but they're evil. Amish are good. Those are evil. That's all I got to say. I wish you the best. May God be with you. And like I said, I'm not going to answer anything, but if you want to know what I'm looking at to evaluate and make these kind of statements, is analyzing people. That's what I do, analyzing data, and I have links to all of it on my YouTube. I don't use Facebook because of they want your attention. With YouTube, it's more passive, where you can comment. You don't have to. This is in your face. So, and you can think about things much more on YouTube than the rat race here on this thing. Okay. Godspeed. I wish you the best. God bless America. Amen. Oh, Lord. Lord, help us.